For Hype Plus News, I'm John Up. A 10-year-old black boy who was arrested by Senatobia police in Mississippi for public urination back in August has been placed on 3 months probation. The boy's mother, LaTonya Easton, told Fox 13 News that she was stopped by a lawyer's office. Her son was waiting for her outside and needed to use the bathroom. The young boy stepped behind his mother's car to urinate when the boy was approached by a police officer. She says the officer first saw her son was about to let him go with a warning. However, that changed once a lieutenant arrived. They would place her 10-year-old son in the back of a police car and took him to the station. Heartbroken, Easton continued by saying, "No, him urinating in the parking lot was not right. But at the same time, I handled it like a parent. And for one officer to tell my baby to get back in the car it was okay, and to have the other pull up and take him to jail? Like, no, I'm just speechless right now. Why would you arrest a 10-year-old kid?" As soon as news broke of the story last August, outrage ensued locally and nationally. One resident of Senatobia, who was also a mother, thought police were giving attention to the wrong issues. She would go on to say, "I think we should be focusing on things that are more important. There's bigger issues to be concerned about than a 10-year-old urinating in public." Carlos Moore, who was representing the child, would say he did not expose himself. There was no public restroom available, and he went to the bathroom behind a car discreetly. He did not plead guilty to anything. He wasn't found guilty to anything, but it is an informal adjustment probation. I think it is unreasonable for doing something I did as a child growing up in Mississippi, so it's not criminal. He should have never been in contact with the juvenile just for urinating discreetly. Following the arrest, Senatobia Police Chief Richard Chandler confirmed that one of the officers was no longer employed by the police department, and the others would be facing discipline along with mandatory juvenile training. It was an error of judgment for us just to transport the child to the police station, since the mother was present at the time as a reasonable alternative. Mistakes like this are a reminder in this profession as to the continual need for training and refreshers on the various topics that we encounter each day. Along with his probation, the young man is also required to write a 2-page paper on his favorite basketball player, Kobe Bryant. Let's talk about it more in the comments below. Do you think race played a factor into this arrest of the young man? And do you think this would have been different if he was a white child? And for the latest news and comedy, culture, and music, be sure to subscribe here to our YouTube channel and follow Hype Plus across all social media. For Hype Plus News, I'm John Out.